Hey guys, it's been a while and I thought I would just do a really quick video explaining where I've been the past 8 months, 9 months. So at last point on my channel, I had posted a makeup tutorial, and right after that I started subscribing to the e.l.f. Play Beautifully subscription box. And I had planned on doing those types of videos, and I had all these ideas. And then shortly after that, I found out that I was pregnant, and that was the beginning of October. And I had always planned on filming all of that, you know, filming, like I had filmed up until about 8 weeks, and then I stopped. I filmed the pregnancy test and my reaction, and I filmed telling all of our close family members, and I filmed just, yeah, a lot of stuff. Basically what had happened was I wasn't going to start posting any of that until I had told all of the rest of my friends through Facebook, which happened at around 12 weeks. So that was when I was going to start posting everything to YouTube. And for some reason I just felt like, I don't know, something didn't feel right about posting that to YouTube. Like all of a sudden I went from being a pretty open person to being extremely private, and I just didn't want to put any of that stuff out there. Long story short, at 30 weeks, I was diagnosed with preeclampsia, and at the time it was a mild form, I would say. I think my blood pressure was in the 130s over the 80s, which is high for me. Typically I run under 120 and under 80. I had swelling in my feet and swelling in my hands, and had gained, I think they had said 7 or 8 pounds within a month. And that was when they had started doing the dip, collecting a little sample of urine and then dipping it to see, you know, if there were any protein in the urine. They had sent me off to do a 24-hour urine collection and a blood draw. So I did that, and I went back in like 2 days later, and they had diagnosed me with preeclampsia. Within, oh gosh, what would it have been? It would have been within 6 days, I went from having mild form of preeclampsia to essentially developing HELLP syndrome and all of that. So, sad story, we did lose our son at 31 days or 31 days. We lost him at 31 weeks in 2 days. That was 5 weeks ago today, actually, is when I went through that whole process. So I may do a longer video on that. It just kind of depends on how I feel. I will say over the past 5 weeks, it's been a roller coaster, to say the least. Most days, as of lately, I'm pretty good. There are some day or two spurts where I don't feel myself, and you know, I'll have my moments and break down, but that's okay. That's part of the whole process. You know, I guess at this point, it's like wondering why did it happen? Why so late in the pregnancy? You know, typically it was like you get past the first trimester and you're out of the woods, and that's great. And then I had really had no problems with the pregnancy until that point, and then it went from, you know, mild to severe within a week. So it's very scary. I'm okay. My health is doing really great now. But I'll save all of that for a future, I'll save all that for a future video in case anybody's wondering about that. I guess the reason why I want to do another video is because I had never heard of preeclampsia prior to this pregnancy ever. Let me rephrase that. I had heard of the word, but I had no idea what it was, no idea what the severity could be or anything like that. So that's why I want to make another video, is to explain how I dealt with it, how I've learned about it since then. And who knows, you know, maybe me making a video like that could save somebody, or it could save their baby. I guess my way of coping with this whole thing is to talk about it. I'm an educator. My full-time job is I'm an educator in the health field, so that's kind of how I deal with things. Educating others and just talking about it when I'm ready. And I feel like, you know, for the past couple weeks I've sat here and I've said, geez, you know, I want to make a video, and then I kind of get myself worked up to do it and I break down. So this is the first time that I've actually worked myself up to do it, and I've done it. I'd like to do a longer version of this, you know, go into more detail. Maybe they themselves are diagnosed with preeclampsia, and I mean, my story is, I would say it's more rare than what others have with preeclampsia. For example, I thought I knew of a couple people who had it, but again, I didn't know what it was. And they were just induced early and went on to have healthy babies. And I kind of thought that's what would happen. You know, I remember telling people at the office where I work that I had preeclampsia, and I didn't understand why the looks on their faces were so worrisome. I never thought in a million years that it could end up how it did. So that's my goal, is, you know, hopefully I can put a video out and that will help. I might also do a video on how we've grieved and what's worked for us. I have a couple videos planned, and then I might start going back into, you know, what I was doing before, random videos, might even buy a couple jewelry candles. I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear at this point. I think I am going to do TTC vlogs, and if you don't know what TTC is, it's trying to conceive. So when we reach that point, I don't know when that'll be. We have a doctor's appointment next week for my 6-week checkup. So they'll tell me more at that point as to how long we need to wait or anything like that. But I think once we start getting towards that place in our lives again, I think I am gonna do TTC videos and post those, and who knows, maybe I'll find a whole bunch of you out there and that, you know, we're similar in this regards and we can follow each other and help each other. That's where I'm at for now. I don't know when the next video will be up, maybe next week, maybe the week after. Hopefully not another 8 or 9 months from now, but you'll be seeing me again pretty soon. All right, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.